What we found very quickly was that the manufacturers themselves did not have this data in a well-organized, easy to access fashion. And you'd think it's their products. How could they not?
Binders. Like
They're in
that's what
binders or PDFs or Excel spreadsheets, and
yeah.
the certifiers are constantly recertifying. So it's pretty dynamic. And yes, the product assortment changes, but drywall, flooring, furnishing, the products themselves don't change that much, whereas the certifications are very dynamic. And the third parties throw this big curveball in the program, which is they often assign their own numbers. So we're not dealing with something that has like a stock keeping unit or a UPC like consumer packaged goods have, right? Everybody can identify the same tube of toothpaste with the same number. Our products, like the chair I'm sitting in here, it is called something different by each certifier that tests the chair. So they assign it like
Great.
chair comes in, this is my 5th chair of the day, I'm going to call it chair 5, right? So that testing, and it also could include multiple chairs with different colorways, different bases. So it can be a collection, or it might be below the stock keeping unit where this color has a different dye. So I have to test these two products separately. So the managing of that information into a single record that gives you a comprehensive view is pretty involved. And that is part of our secret sauce, so that as the architect, you don't have to deal with it at all. You can look it up in one place. And if you want to get into the source documents, they're all indexed and put there. But where we've been moving is actually away from the detail and trying to roll it up more, because we have this early adopter segment, which my co-founder Paul was one of them, but they're a very small part of the market. I call them PhDs in material sustainability, and they are deep in it. But there's a couple hundred of them in the country, not a great market. So we're now going into that next early adopter and majority market, and they don't speak the hieroglyphics of building product toxicity and sustainability. And right. So it has to be in the language of English. And that's where we're moving, is to make this ever more accessible to a larger group of people.
I love that. I can just, there's so much that you can do if you have all of that data underneath it, in terms of like calculating, in terms of automating and making the reporting easy, in terms of making the scoring. Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah,
I'm getting distracted.
We try to stay away from scoring, only because there are so many frameworks that already score the products. Like LEED scores it, how many credits it gets. Living Building Future scores it on a pedal system. Common Material Framework by Mindful Materials is gaining a lot of traction, and they score it in 5 buckets and factors and subfactors. So we don't need another scoring methodology. We need an easy way to put the data into whatever format that building owner and their architect and designer care about.
Totally. This is my cumulative LEED score from all of these different things. You just use the data.
Across multiple vendors, multiple CSI divisions, et cetera.
Love it.